Madam Vice President, all officers at their stations.
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their station, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
The reporter stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Station of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements to Washington Campus Farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage civil among the members to strive to build financial savings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the airport.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom, being older, master, master advisor from time to time to new rises. All my advice is based on true knowledge and right wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we should be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will now call the roll of members.
There are 7 members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you, FFA members. Why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes, I now declare this meeting of the PBL FFA chapter duly open to the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
Madam President.
Madam Secretary.
I move that the PBL FFA sponsor an agri-science fair for our section members this fall.
Second.
Has now been moved and seconded that the PBL FFA chapter sponsor an agri-science fair for the section members this fall. Is there any debate?
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I am in support of this motion due to the fact that the agri-science fair is going to be taking place in the fall, and that gives all summer the opportunity for these people to plan for their projects and show off all the things that they've done. So I think this is an amazing opportunity, and I encourage everyone to join me in a yes vote.
Madam President.
Madam Vice President.
I am an advocate for this motion because I think that this would be a great way to get our alumni involved in the agri-science fair. Since we don't have many activities that get our alumni involved, this would just be a great way. So I think that we must pass this motion.
Madam President.
Mr. Reporter.
I would like to voice my opinion against this main motion because I think it's towards fall. It's gonna be super busy. Me as myself as a football player, I'm really busy with the football season getting started, and homecoming's right by fall time. So I think it would just be a super busy time. I don't think this would be something that would fit in well. So I hope you guys all join me in voting down on this main motion.
Madam President.
Madam Sentinel.
I'm in favor of this motion because I believe it is a good way for our FFA members to show off their projects that they did over the summer for the summer agri-science fair. So I encourage you all to vote up on this motion.
Madam President.
Mr. Advisor.
I'm against this motion because if we do this, most people will not be able to attend because we are in a farming community, and during the fall is harvest time in our community, and a lot of kids would have to help their parents with their farming and combining. So please vote no on this motion.
Madam President,
Madam Treasurer.
I encourage a yes vote on this motion because another section by us did this agri-science fair, and they really had a good turnout for this, and I just think it'd be a good way for people to show off their projects that they've been working on. I encourage a yes vote on this motion.
Madam President.
Madam Vice President.
I rise to a question of privilege.
What is your question?
Can I take my jacket off?
No. Is there any further debate on the
Madam
motion?
President,
Madam Sentinel.
I move to amend this motion by striking out fall and inserting winter.
Second.
Has now been moved and seconded that the motion read, I move that the PBL sponsor an agri-science fair for our section members this winter. Is there any debate?
Madam President,
Madam Sentinel.
I believe this amendment should be passed because in the fall there is a lot of sports going on, and I myself being a volleyball player, I believe that there's a lot of tournaments and stuff on the weekends, and it's just hard to get the gym or the commons open. So if we have it in the winter, only basketball is going on, and that does not require any setup. So I encourage you all to vote yes on this amendment.
Madam President.
Mr. Reporter.
I do not support this amendment because I think switching it to winter would just not help anymore at all. Because it's just a more busy time. We're planning for the FFA toy show, and that really took a toll on us this year. We spent a lot of time prepping for it, and I think it went really well. So I think we need to spend the same amount of time towards that toy show and not be focusing on something else like this agri-science fair. So I hope you guys all join me in failing this.
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I am not an advocate for this amendment due to the fact that during the winter, we have a huge break of Christmas break. So that's a lot of time that our teachers would not be able to help these kids, or it's a lot of time off from us planning. So there would just not be enough time, and we have other competitions going on, so this just would not work in the winter. So I encourage everyone in a no vote.
Madam President. Mr. Advisor.
I'm not for this motion because if we do pass this, then it will be during basketball season, and since I do play basketball, I will not be able to attend because I will have practices every day, and I'm just really tired after those practices, so I probably won't be able to work on my project. So please vote down on this amendment.
Madam President,
Madam Vice President.
we must kill this motion because in the wintertime, where we are living, it is very cold and snowy, and so I think that a lot of people won't want to go out in the cold and snowy weather to an agri-science fair. So I think that if we do this in the winter, we won't have a good turnout as we would another place. So I hope you guys all join me in failing this motion.
Madam President,
Madam Treasurer.
I'm an advocate for this amendment because during the winter and Christmas break, so then everyone would be able to work on their agri-science projects over winter break and have more time without any activities or anything else in their way. I encourage you guys on this amendment.
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I can still not get on board with this amendment due to the fact that I have farm animals at home that I have to take care of before it gets dark out. So I will not have time to be at other places after school, and I will not have time to work on my projects because it will just be too late and I will be too tired. So I encourage everyone to join me in a no vote.
Madam President,
Mr. Reporter.
I encourage more against this amendment because it's our section. We don't know what other schools will be doing. I know one of our neighboring schools had a really busy winter meeting one time last year, and I think we got to see what they're doing. So I feel like if we do this, it might not go so well. We might not get the numbers we need for attendance. So I hope you guys all join me in killing this amendment.
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I would once again like to voice my support for this amendment because I believe that if we do this during the winter, there's Christmas break and a lot of people will be home for Christmas break, like from college, so you can get help from your older siblings for your project, and they will be home to go to the agri-science fair. So I encourage you all to join me in a yes vote.
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I rise to a parliamentary inquiry.
What is your inquiry?
What vote is required for this motion?
Majority. Is there any further debate on the amendment?
Madam President,
Mr. Advisor.
I'm against this amendment because if we do this amendment, then it will no one wants to go out in the freezing cold, and it will take away from people's Christmas time to spend with family. And for me, I have to travel across the country to go to my family's Christmases, and I don't want to be working on my project during that time. So please vote no on this motion.
Is there any further debate on the amendment? Seems how there is none, we'll now take a vote. All in favor of this amendment, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
This motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion?
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I am still in support of this main motion due to the fact that I will be competing over the summer in the fair and showing off my project. So I think this is a great way for me to show off my project at school and to show my other fellow members and fellow parents my project. So I encourage everyone to help me in support of this motion.
Madam
Madam
President,
Madam Vice President.
I am still in support of this main motion because with it being fall, we will have incoming freshmen coming in, and so I think that this would be a great idea to get them involved in the agri-science fair and just a good way to start off the year. So I hope you guys all join me in passing this motion.
Madam President,
Mr. Reporter.
I move to postpone this motion to the definite time of our ending section meeting at the end of the school year.
Second.
As now been moved and seconded that we postpone this motion definitely. Is there any debate?
Madam President,
Mr. Reporter.
although I feel like we've had very good, diverse debates, I think we just really haven't pulled out the essence of what we really need to be, and I think I personally need to go talk to my fellow reporters in this section and see what they're thinking about this idea. And I think we really need more ideas and more scheduling time, budget, and we really need to figure out the statistics of it. So if you guys all join me in passing this postpone definitely.
Madam President.
Madam Treasurer.
I encourage a yes vote on this postpone definitely because it's a good way to let people know at the exact time now that we actually have a time for this, and it would let people know so they can start working on their projects or get the idea of what they want to do. I encourage a yes vote on this postpone definitely.
Madam President.
Madam Sentinel.
I am not in support of this postpone definitely, because I don't think we have enough time with the May meeting being our last meeting. And if we're gonna do it in the fall, we don't have many meetings before the Agri-Science Fair would happen. So I encourage you all to vote down on this motion.
Madam President,
Madam Secretary.
I'm not an advocate for this meeting due to this postpone definitely because during the end of the year, our advisors are very busy and our last meeting is coming up and these advisors are super busy with other stuff. Finals are coming up and fall is right around the corner, so we just will not have time to make this plan. So I encourage everyone to join me in a no vote.
Is there any further debate on the postpone definitely? Seems how there's none, we'll now take a vote. All in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
This motion fails. Is there any further debate on the main motion? Seems how there is none, we'll now take a vote. All in favor of this motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
This motion passes. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business that should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn the meeting of the FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in our labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in the salute of our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now I call this meeting adjourned.
All right, ladies and gents, we will start with you, Madam President. If a motion is postponed to the next chapter meeting, when in the order of business would that motion be brought back for consideration?
That was in old business.
Thank you. Madam Sentinel. If the motion to amend is applied to an amendment on a recess, what is that amendment called?
Non-debatable amendment?
Okay. Can that amendment be discussed?
No.
Thank you. Madam Treasurer. As treasurer, what are 2 duties of your office outlined in the official FFA manual?
Keeping records and keeping like checks and their money.
Okay. Mr. Reporter. If an organization holds regular meetings on a monthly basis, for how long could a motion be postponed if the motion postponed definitely is adopted?
The latest would be until the next monthly chapter meeting.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, if you are the chair and a member rises to a parliamentary inquiry and asks to adjust the volume of the microphone, how would you proceed?
You would say this is not possible at this time.
Okay. Mr. Advisor, in addition to the 6 officers included in opening ceremonies, what are 2 additional officers that a chapter could elect according to the official FFA manual?
Parliamentarian and second vice president.
Okay. Madam Vice President, your question has 2 parts. What is the purpose of the motion question of privilege?
To ask if you can, if you're allowed to do something.
Okay. Is a vote required to adopt a question of privilege?
No.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gents, that is all that we've got.